Good night, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or just hi. It's night. I'm taping this and it's night, but whatever time you're viewing this, hey. I'm not wearing any makeup, but I'm still very proud of my skin without makeup. So yeah, as I promised you, I am going to share some of my recipes and some of the menus that I've been putting together since I've been on this health streak. And so I packed a little bowl with some of the things that I eat and some of the ingredients and stuff. And I mean, like tonight my boyfriend and I, we decided we wanted to make something, so he's cooking up. I sliced sweet potato very thin and he seasoned it up with fresh seasoning and grind seasoning, and you know, he grated garlic in it and onions, and he dipped it in egg white and then put it in some batter that he mixed. I think he mixed cornmeal with all kinds of different things, and you know, we fried that and it is so scrumptious. It's really tasty. I mean, just coming up with different recipes, eventually it will become easier for you to choose things to throw together, healthy things that, you know, won't make you put on the extra pounds and that kind of thing. So I'm going to quickly show you some of the things that I have on a daily basis. I mean, not every day I have the same thing, but you could mix it up depending on your taste and that kind of thing. So this is my almond milk. I now drink almond milk, and I don't drink this one all the time. There's one that I get at Price Mart. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a big container. This one has 60 calories, and Trishanti was telling me about one that has 40 calories. I haven't put my hand on that one as yet, but I mean, this one is good. And so I'm just showing you random. Alright, so I don't really eat pasta again, like regular pasta, so I would buy the whole wheat pasta. Get these in any grocery. I think I got this at Food Basket. And I also bought the other day some noodles, some whole wheat noodles, and I made, like, I did a stir fry vegetable, and I boiled the noodles and I grated some mozzarella cheese over it. Oh my god, it was really nice, really tasty. Alright, so for my salad, sorry, I have this Thousand Island fat-free dressing. It says anything dressing. Alright, and I have this mayo with olive oil. So to the back of this, it says 45 calories. To the back of the anything dressing, this has calories, 45 calories as well. Alright, I also I mean, a lot of you might think tofu, oh gosh, tofu has a terrible texture, it's squishy, but let me tell you something. You season this like it is chicken or meat or whatever. I sliced them like fish fingers, sliced them, and let me tell you what exactly how I make this tofu. So I would slice it, I will put some water in the bowl, I will throw some soy sauce, I will throw in some all-purpose seasoning, I will throw in different seasoning like ginger powder and parsley and chili powder, like just different things for whatever taste you want out of it. You could put whatever. You can also put grind seasoning, whatever. Anyways, you season that up nice. You could even put ketchup just for a different taste. I like to put a little bit of ketchup, and I mean, you can't put a batter over it, but I will do it just like that. I'll fry it just like that. And let me tell you what I've been doing in recent times. After I put all of that, I will put some smoked what is it, hickory smoked barbecue sauce or something like that. And I mean, it tastes so good. Like, I will season it up with that, and then I will fry it. And when right, so as I'm talking about frying, when I say fry, I will spray my pan with this olive oil spray, Frisco. Well, this is the one that I use, and I will spray the pan with that. Just put enough. I'll put the tofu in, and I'll spray over the tofu in the pan while it's in the pan, so it doesn't stick. And whenever it needs more, I will just spray, so I don't cook. When I say fry stuff, and you all will hear me say fry this and fry that, I don't just throw in oil in the pot and just have everything floating around in oil. This is what I use. Alright, yeah, so I would fry that up, and when I'm finished, I will take some of the sauce that the tofu was soaking in, a little bit, and then put some more of the barbecue sauce, the hickory barbecue sauce, and just let it soak in that for a little bit, take it out, put it on top of a paper towel, let it drain out, and that with some Crix. I have this Crix, bran and oats, or I would have it with wheat crisp, and that is I'll put some pepper sauce. I love pepper sauce. I mean, pepper sauce makes everything taste good for me, but I will put some pepper sauce in that, and believe you me, I think I need to start cooking some stuff and having you all come over and try some of these things. Whenever I cook next, I will take out pictures and I will post it up and that kind of thing. Alright, so let me do stick. So instead of butter, I use this health spread, and this has 65% calories from fat, 65. Alright, so I use health spread instead of butter in anything, whether I putting it on my Crix, whether I'm cooking, I need butter. This is what I use. I would sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on whatever, whether it's salads, or if I'm taking Eddos, I will boil my Eddos, and sometimes I will crush it, put some of the spread, put some of my almond milk. I'll put a little bit of salt just to cut the sweetness from the almond milk. Even the original almond milk, to me, it still has a little sweet taste, and I have a savory tongue, so I will put some of this and a little bit of salt, and it is really nice. Alright, so I use broccoli. I love broccoli, so I eat broccoli raw. Actually, when I say raw, like, I'll cut this up, soak it in a little bit of hot water. You don't want it soft. I hate it soft. I'm big with texture. It needs to be a little bit firm for me. So I will peel, like, I'll cut the stem, peel it off, and then I'll dice it up small, and I will put it in a bowl. I will put some of the mayo, olive oil mayo. I will put some of this. I'll put some of the mozzarella cheese. I'll put some of the Parmesan cheese. I will cut up some green apples. So the only apple that I eat is the green apple, and not the greenish color apple, green apple. Alright, and I mean, it makes a really nice tasty salad. You could steam the broccoli, and as I mentioned in my first video, you can steam other vegetables with it. Put pimentos, garlic, onion for taste, all the grind seasoning, whatever. You could put the powdered seasoning just for taste. You throw in the almond milk, throw in your mozzarella cheese, mix that up, spray a dish with the olive oil spray, throw in the vegetable. You could sprinkle some more of the Parmesan cheese over it, bake it, and yummy, yummy, yummy. I made Eddo's pie, I made green fig pie. I mean, I come up with some crazy recipes, but it actually tastes good. It's fun for me to try different menus. I mean, it's healthy, it's fun, and I'm just happy to play with it. So I'll go to the supermarket and I'll be like, what can I put together with this? And I will. So okay, what else do I have here? So I put some wrapped up. egg. So in the morning I will boil some eggs, and I would have the egg white, throw away the yolk. I never liked yolk. A lot of people say that's the best part of the egg. I never liked the taste of yolk, so it was never anything for me to say I'll stay away from the yolk and the egg and the egg white, and that's a big sacrifice. I never liked that. Another thing, honey. This is honey mayonnaise. What's this? So it says 10 calories, only 10 calories, which is good for me. I mean, the less calories the better, and it tastes really good. I mean, all of these things taste really good to me. What else did I bring here? Green fig. Alright, so I will boil my green fig, boil Eddos, boil sweet potato, and I will eat that with, let me leave that. I have my book with all the recipes and some of the stuff that I put together, so I will start reading that out for you. Oh, so the O Snacks. I mean, O Snacks has the pumpkin seeds, and you don't have to buy O Snacks. If you could get pumpkin seed, like I heard there's a place that sell it cheaper and you get more. But I buy this for convenience. O Snacks. This is sunflower seed. I buy the pumpkin seeds. I buy the almond nuts in big packs from Price Mart. I buy hazelnut, walnuts, what else? Pistachio. I love the pistachio that Price Mart sells. It's a bit salted, but it is really tasty, and if I'm feeling to peck on something, I'll just take out that and shell it, and you know, in shelling it, it takes longer to eat, so somehow that fills me up. The process of shelling it and going through that long process, it fills me up. Another thing that I would snack on is the Belvita biscuit. So I'll have one of this in between. So I mean, it's not that bad, it's tasty actually. And then the other day I realized, wait, cuckoo, callaloo and fish. I love cuckoo, callaloo and fish, that menu, and I realized that wait, I could have cuckoo, callaloo and fish, so I decided to make my own cuckoo, and well, my boyfriend and I, we made cuckoo and it came out really good. So I added that to my list of stuff that I would have. So let me tell you, in the morning I would have egg whites. So I'd have about 3 egg whites, and I would have that with about 8 whole wheat Crix or wheat crisp, whatever you want to have it with. I'd have a glass of almond milk. I would have, after that, like, I want to have as much as I can for breakfast that would hold me up, sustain me. So I'll have like 5 grains of almond nuts. And listen to me, you only really need like 5 at a time. Sometimes I would have more if I'm just snacking on that alone, but if I'm having it along with a meal, like that's my dessert, I would have 5 grains of almond nuts. And I mean, it's a discipline that you need to develop. You eat 5 and thinking, oh gosh, the rest of the pack there. Eat your 5 and settle yourself. Don't be greedy, because this is what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get the stomach to shrink a little bit so you don't feel like you need to eat all of this. Alright, so I'd have fried karaili or bodi or okra. So what I do is I cut up the karaili, the okra, what have you. I will spray the pan with the olive oil spray. I will cut up onions, garlics and hot pepper, throw that in the pot, let that fry up, throw in the whatever it is, okra, karaili, bodi, spray over that and let that cook up, let that steam down, and oh my gosh, it tastes so good. And I will have that with Crix. I mean, you throw a little bit of salt in that and you're not missing anything, because it tastes like what you would eat if you're not on a diet. Alright, so I would have that for breakfast also with some Crix. And you know what I did as well? I fried up some okra and I boiled some Eddos separately, and then I cubed the Eddos and I put it together with the karaili and with the okra, I mean separately. when I made the curry, I put the eddos in the curry. When I made the okra, I put the eddos in the curry. That's really, really good. If I didn't want to have cricks with it, that's a full meal because the eddos makes it heavier. So, and it's really tasty, trust me. Alright, so for breakfast again, I'll have whole wheat cricks and mozzarella cheese. So I'll just sprinkle, like I would buy the grated mozzarella cheese, and Price Mart again has them in the big bags. Whatever grocery, I just say in Price Mart because that's where I go a lot. Alright, the grated mozzarella cheese. So I will just take some cricks, lay it out on a plate, put some of my health spread that I showed you earlier, sprinkle some of the mozzarella cheese on that, and I would have that. Or if it's not cricks, I'll put it on the wheat crisp, and I'd have a pack of wheat crisp with my mozzarella cheese, and that's breakfast. I'd have a glass of almond milk or tea or what have you, have some almonds or pistachio or hazelnut, whatever, and you're good to go. You literally feel satisfied. Alright, bygone choker, tomato choker with whole wheat cricks and a glass of almond milk. So I mean, all the chokers, I love chokers. I love any kind of choker. I want a choker, make Eddo's choker, any kind of choker, except fry aloo. I love fry aloo, but I just something about the potato. I love potato too much, and I know it's too starchy, so I won't bother. So that's for breakfast. I mean, like, that's a lot of options, you know. So for lunch, I had various things. And the beginning of my diet, I had a lot of salads, and I'm thinking, oh God, it's so frustrating. And then I realized I could actually cook food, like as I was saying, the kuku callaloo and fish. You know, that's a meal. You could make, somebody was mentioning to me, Ali, never try cabbage soup? And years ago when my mom was on a diet, we both appeared on TV, and she would drink a lot of cabbage soup. And cabbage soup is nice. You cut up the cabbage, you put the onions, you put pimentos, you put what else, celery, and you boil that up, and it's tasty. You could put some hot pepper and all of that. Alright, so for lunch I have one broccoli salad. So I will dice it up as I mentioned, raw. You grate carrots, egg whites, you boil the eggs and you use the egg whites in that, green apples, pickles. So I would eat, I have a bottle of pickle, I think it's cucumber, but they don't call it cucumber, pickle something. So I would put pickles in that, for a little bit of salt. As I told you, I like savory stuff. And then I would have one of the dressings on top of that. I would sprinkle mozzarella cheese. I love the mozzarella cheese. I would sprinkle that. The other day I bought some soya cheese, the cheddar, and that is really tasty as well. So whatever dressing you want on top of that, the mayo that I showed you, the olive oil mayo or the anything dressing, and I would have like a glass of coconut water or just regular water. I don't drink juice or soft drink, no soda, nothing like that at all. So I'd have a lot of coconut water or regular water. Another menu for lunch, steamed salmon with crushed eddos. So I will boil the eddos and then I'll crush it, and I will put some of the health spread, mozzarella cheese in it. So I'd have the steamed salmon with that. Instead of mashed potato, I'll have the crushed eddos with a glass of coconut water or regular water. Stew, another one, stew pigeon peas with boiled green fig and eddos. So I'll boil the green fig, boil the eddos, and I will have that with pigeon peas. Even if I'm going out, like, it's so easy. I'll just order peas, and when I go to acting class, there's a food place next door, and I would have pigeon peas or red beans or lentils, whatever peas they have, and I will order that with sweet potato with eddos, and I mean, I eat that and I'm satisfied. Alright, so stew pigeon peas and boiled green fig, eddos. You could have baked fish. I love the tilapia. I would bake that. Another menu is stir fry cabbage, carrots, broccoli, bodi, onions with a piece of fish. So you just stir fry all these vegetable, and you could have that along with fish, whether you bake it, you fry it, you steam it, however. So those are some options for lunch. So in the evening time, I would have what I would have for dinner. I mean, for dinner I would have something similar to what I would have for breakfast. you could have choker with your cricks, you could have whatever. I mean, it's similar, so I would have probably the same, not the same thing, but something similar to breakfast or something similar to lunch. And you would be surprised, like sometimes I only get time to cook. Like the other day I started cooking 12 o'clock. So I mean, I will cook late in the night, and I'm telling you what I've been doing. I would cook late in the night and I would eat a little bowl of it and go and sleep shortly after, and I was still losing weight. So I think it's not when you eat, is what you eat. And I would eat like more often during the day for snacks. Like I'll have the pistachio, as I mentioned, almond nuts, hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seed. I started in the beginning of my diet having some of the Mounts and Benedict yogurt. So apparently that's supposed to be the best yogurt. It's kind of sour, but I developed a taste for it and then I stopped. So not everything that you start with you have to continue with. Whatever, you could drop off as you go along. You could tweak it with different things. Oh, avocado is really good as well. Not too much of it, of course. You could slice up avocado, sprinkle some salt on it and have that with the wheat crisp or your cricks. And if you like avocado like me, that's good and heavy enough. Alright. Well, as I mentioned in the first video I'm seeing here, I wrote down vegetable pie, white and green figures, almond, So yes, these are just some of the things that I've been having, and lots and lots and lots and lots of water. Every time my bottle empties, I have some more water. I fill it up, or buy another one, as the case might be. And I bought this Natural Delight sesame seed cookie. So this says that it has 210 calories in it. And I was like, what? 210 calories? And it tastes anything bland. It not tastes like anything at all, really. So I realized this is not really something that I'd buy again. But I mean, as you go along, you try this, you might love it. I do like this, but I mean, you might taste it and think that this is a really nice snack that you could add to your menu. But I want us to share ideas. If you go and you figure out something that could work well with the diet, come and share it. We are all here to do this together. And Trishanti was telling me that there's something called rice flour. So instead of using flour, whatever you use flour to do, you buy the rice flour instead of the flour. And apparently it's the gluten in the flour that makes it so unhealthy. There's coconut flour. Some of these things you may not get in Trinidad. I heard that peppercorn sells some of these things. Like peppercorn sells a snack that Trishanti sent me a picture of. Was it roasted almonds or something like that? But I mean, go to different places, and wherever you go, you're checking out for the healthy stuff. It's cool, it's fun, it's interesting. So guys, these are some of the things that I've been having that's been working for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. More coming soon, where I'll be showing you some menus, some actually finished cooked food, and let's keep this thing going. Let me know what you think.